Hey everybody, Angie here. I'm going to show you how I made this little flippy bit in my flip-flop journal. It's pretty simple, but I'll show you how I did it real quick. Let me set this off to the side someplace. I'm running out of room. I started with a leftover piece of a leftover piece of manila file folder, and I just used scraps. So I have some scraps and a printed sheet of paper here. I have some more scraps over here too, so we'll just play around and see what what takes shape. Now what we're going to do with this, it's 4.25 inches tall. So we got 4.25 there. So I'm gonna make a little mark, and it's 4.5 inches. Well, no, 4.25 inches wide, 4.5 inches tall. So let me erase this little mark. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Let's see. We have 4.5 here, and then 4.5 here. And what I did, like I said, this was leftover bits and bobs. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this, and then I will cut it out. See if I can get this straight. Because it was 4.5 or 4.25 inches wide from this point on here, if I remember right. Let me measured it like this. So yeah, we have 4 and a little under 1/4, so I'm just going to call it 4.25. And then this part here was 3 3/4. So 4.25 plus, that's 8 inches, right? So yeah, we definitely have enough here for that part. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this part out. I'm horrible at cutting straight lines. All right, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is cut the rest of this. I should have just probably popped out a blade instead of trying to do this by hand, because the piece was already cut. It was just in my scrap stash. That's okay. We'll get it done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut this off here. I'm going to make a little mark here, little mark here, and a little mark here. And this is how I'm going to do it without getting out my scoreboard. I'll go ahead and line the pieces up. I'm going to give it a score. And then fold it up. And then fold it over. All right, and then the pocket was, what did we say, 3 3/4. So we'll come over here and mark this at 3 3/4. And then up here at 3 3/4. And I will mark that so I can cut it off. I'm just barely even touching that pencil. Is very graphite-y. It's a very dark lead color. Alright. Sorry. So now we have a piece that will flip open, and there's the flap on the other side. So if you wanted to, you could round the corners. I'm not going to. I don't know what journal this is going to go in, but I usually do vintagey stuff anyway, so I'm going to leave it. So this is the piece that goes on the page. Like if you had a piece of book page, it would sit on the book page like this for your page. I did not get out any ink. Let me do that real quick. All right. So we're going to do, I guess I'm going to go ahead and stick with the vintage photo because that's what I usually use. And I'm going to go ahead and ink around this part. Just stress it on the inside, and then this outside bit. Now, this is just how I'm doing it. Of course, you could lay it on the other side of the page and say if this was the edge of your page, lay it like this and have your pocket be, you know, like this area right here, and then this could flip open and shut. I just like having that flap there on the side, although you could do it like this too. It wouldn't matter. I want mine like that. So, you know, do as you want. All right, so now that we've got that piece done, this other part, the flap, is 2 1/8 this way, and I used this part here, so we got 2 1/8 and 2 1/8. And the reason why I'm giving the measurements like this, because I measured the one on my other journal, and because, well, so you can see the size. You can make these any size you want, of course. I sound like an idiot, but rambling on, but the size doesn't really matter so long as it fits in your book, right? So, all right. But that's what the size is for mine. And like I said, I just used some leftover scraps. Literally had 2 pieces like this in my bag of scraps here from like 3 or 4 journals ago. And that's what I decided to do with it. Make that little flappy bit. Oh, I didn't erase that, sorry. I'm really inking that part. I don't plan on that part showing. As some of you know, I live in Missouri, and the weather is finally starting to turn off cooler. It is so nice. We just have some fans running, and don't even have to open the windows right now because it's only 57 degrees outside. The reason why the kids have the fans running is because, of course, as you can hear, they are in their rooms and banging around. Anyway, let's see. You can use whatever you want. You can use some double-sided tape to attach this or anything else. I'm just using good old art glitter glue. And then I am going to line this up right here, just beyond this so it'll fold. And then there we are. And then how do we want to do this? Let's see. I guess I'm going to go ahead. I love book page, so I'm going to layer some book page on here on top of. I'm going to go ahead and use this image or this page. I bought a lifetime membership to Digital Collage Club, which is now makingandcreating.com, I think. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to give myself some marks here. Hopefully I can see them. And I want that table. I don't know if I'm going to rip this. But I'm going to center it on this 8.5 mark to kind of give myself a little better chance of being straight. Let's see. What did I do? And then, how far did we say this was? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this here like that. Alright, like this. And then I'm going to just kind of eyeball it and then pull it. And then we'll ink that up. And then I'm just going to collage a little bit with some of these other papers. And then, let's see. I don't think I want anything quite so big. Or maybe it's just too busy. I don't know. Let's see. I think maybe it's a little too busy like that. I'm looking for my little scissors that I fussy cut with. And I can't deal with that. Too much fiddly. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to try with this and see how it looks. I'm going to give this a fairly heavy inking, and then go back here. Let's do this before we start gluing. I'm going to put that there. Maybe a yellow butterfly. What did I do? Should have had these cut out. Thought about starting an ASMR channel, but it would have to be filmed while the children were in bed. As you can hear the thumping and bumping above me, or at least I can hear it. And if I actually used my recording mic, not just my phone mic, you would probably hear it too. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and ink it. I'm not 100% sure about putting it on there yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with that, and then we'll go from there. All right. All right, so now I need 2 bits for that. Almost have enough for that lengthwise, but not quite. We need this at, what did we say, 4.5 tall. So we will, and how wide was this one? 2 1/8. So I'm going to put this here and pull this off a piece that's about 2 inches wide. So and now we need 4.5 tall. I got that, and then we need it 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5. What I'm going to do is ink this. And then let's make sure it'll fit. Oh, it's a little big. That's okay. We'll rip a little bit off up here. It doesn't have to be perfect, because I'm going to use that on top of it to make up the pocket. Let's see. Actually, I need this up here like this, don't I? Because the pocket will go down like this. Oh, that's not quite even. No. It's stuck on there now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down and glue it, because this is just 20-pound printer paper. And ink this. And I'll glue it down about there. All right. So that part is done. And then now let's I don't know yet. Let's see the other side. Put this here. I'm just gonna leave that like that for the moment until I find something else that I want to put there. So now on this side, just notice I got a little bit, oh shoot, it's a little off. It's a little wonky, kind of like me, but I'll just even it out and we'll go from there. It's okay. And this piece is about perfect for here, so we'll ink it up. And then, oops. Let's see, what else do we got? I messed that up. It's just gonna have to be what it is. Ah. That really sucks too. But now you see, it happens. Everybody makes mistakes. With this one, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna decorate it differently, of course, because it's for a different, gonna be for a different journal. And what I'll do with this is go ahead and stick this on. It's grabbing fast tonight. My goodness, you would have thought that I used a glue stick as quick as that grabbed. Oh no. Make a little mini pocket here. Oh, beautiful, Angie. You're just making a mess everywhere, aren't you? This is the one I inked up a little earlier. And then, let's see. Do a little pop of blue there. All right, and then on this one, we're going to do, let's see, some dictionary page washi tape from Tim Holtz. If I can get it to pull apart. For some reason, this one has always given me fits. All right, and then I think I'm gonna pull a bit of this to layer here with it. And knock the intensity of that white down just a little bit. I think I'm gonna try to straighten that out just a little bit because it looks really curved. There we go. All right, and then there, I think I'm gonna grab my little ruler here like this. I'm gonna put this here. Actually, and then with that, I'm going to put one of my numbers I'm going to rough up the edges a little bit on this one like this. All right. And then we'll glue this on. Put this here. Let's see. A lot of muted colors in this one, but it's just how I feel about it today. put, how about that instead of the pink? I like having a little pop of extra color here. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I kind of want some yellowy in there. Let's do this. Where did I put my, there it is. See how much of this I want. Just get rid of the white paper edges here. And then I'm going to angle this like this. And then for this, I think I'm done, but I want to put some writing space on the back, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, we'll just go with this, like this. Let's see. What do we want to do? I'll put this rose here. And then, let's see. For this piece right here, what do we want to put? Something a little different. I didn't bring anything else over here, so I guess I will turn to some stickers and see if I have anything here that I can use. I have some favorite book page. I have some blue tickets here. Let's see. I think I'll do the blue tickets for a little extra color, but I'm going to distress them. I don't know if it'll stick out or not. There we go, that'll work. All right, so this. And then if I can get this backing off. There we go. And there we are. Here's our little flip. We have some places to put some tiny tickets if we want, or tags. And then this can be a tag up here. And then let's see. I think that's it. You'll get the gist, and you can use this accordingly however you want. But there's my little pocket page flippy thingy. I don't know what to call it, but thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.